John Lusk here of Lusk Archery Adventures. Serious testing, successful hunting. Today I'm going to be testing another head by Slick Trick. You can check out all the tests that I've done on Slick Trick broadheads. I've really liked them and used them a lot over the years, but this is their new hybrid, the Assailant. And thanks to a friend of mine, Alex, who sent me a pack of these, I'm going to put them to the test. And for all these tests, I'm using my Bowtech SR6, set at 72 pounds. I'm using Bishop FOC King Arrows for most of the shots, but then on the hard impact ones, I'm using the Bishop Archery FAD Eliminators. So let's check out these Slick Trick Assailants and then see how they perform. Here's a good look at the Assailant, and what a cool looking hybrid head this is. It's built on the same profile as their true mechanical, the Raptor Trick. But this one has a fixed blade going this way that's 7/8 of an inch in cutting diameter, and then it has the mechanical that's front deploying, over the top deploying, and that has a full 1 3/4 inch cut when it's fully open. The top of these blades are single bevel and they're sharpened. So the total cut of this is about 0.4 inches, and if this is 7/8 of an inch, so you're getting about 1.3 inches of cut just upon entrance, and that's kind of nice. They got this chisel tip right here that's kind of their thinner model steel chisel tip, very sharp, but not sharp on the sides. These blades are not really blades. These are the wings that cause the blade to open, the mechanical blade, and it's got this O-ring that holds them in place, holds them really securely. Upon penetration, that O-ring is forced back, and then these wings are forced back, popping the O-ring off, and then it shows the blades there in their full cut, the 1 3/4 inch cut. And you notice that they're solid blades, so they're pretty look pretty thick there, and then they connect with the base right there, so that gives them a little extra support down at the bottom. The blades, both the fixed and the mechanical blades, are 0.035 inches thick. So I'll be testing it with all the tests that I'm using for 2021, and for a description of those tests, please check out the description box below this video. But let's see how this Slick Trick Assailant performs. $175. It penetrated 7 3/4 inches. But I do want to note that one of the blades never opened, and it's not like it just closed when it came to rest. You can see the wound channel here in the gel and see that that bottom blade never opened. So it penetrated relatively well, but one of the blades wasn't deployed, and so that makes the total cut quite a bit less. $200. It penetrated through 50 layers, but like I note in many of the over-the-top deploying broadheads like this, that last inch or so is just that nail-type tip that's penetrating through the cardboard. So it did penetrate through 50 layers, but the blades didn't penetrate nearly through that many. Here's the Assailant after 5 shots into the MDF, and as you can see, it held together very well. The ferrule is perfectly straight, spins true. The fixed blades, you can't even tell they've been shot. Now the mechanical blades did bend just a bit, and the very tips on each side bent back a little bit. It lost a little bit of its cutting diameter as the blades kind of bent back slightly, and this one's now contacting the collar of my shaft there of the arrow. But overall, they held up fairly well. Here's the assailant after impacting the concrete, or what's left of it. Now, the tip did embed really deeply in the concrete, but the shaft just bounced off, and there was just a bunch of pieces. These are the ones that I could find down here below. But that really thin ferrule that's also very vented like that just doesn't hold up to a zero penetration impact like this. So what'd you think of the Slick Trick Assailant? You know, I had really high hopes for this head because it just looks really cool, and I love hybrid broadheads. And in some of the tests, as you saw, it performs really well. But the durability department, for my liking, is just not quite up to my standards. But, you know, maybe in most hunting situations, it could be, you know, a really good head to consider. But check out the score sheet and see how it performed in those areas that matter to you the most. That's why I provide all these different data points, so you can see the ones that matter to you the most. Some of you don't care at all about how it performs in a zero penetration test, whereas others of you really care about that. And that goes for all the different tests. So check them out and see what you think about the Assailant and see if it's the right head for you.